everybody, Sean from Movie Assault here, and it is time once again for another video. This time out, it is my month's end pickups video, this time for August of 2024. And aside from the Big Lots pickup video that I did earlier this month, I have a limited amount of stuff this month. I did hold back on my whatnot purchases a little bit. And then I did get some stuff from Amazon, a little bit from eBay, and I think that's it. Yeah, but the first thing I wanted to show you is an expensive mistake I made, and you know, I'm always pretty honest with you guys when I screw up, because I'm always looking for deals. That's my main way of picking things up, is I don't like to spend a whole lot of money. But sometimes, you know, you want to go out of your way to get a movie that may be out of print. And one of those movies that I wanted was Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 version, which I had only seen once in the theater. And this is the Twilight Time version of Night of the Living Dead, which was limited to 3,000 units. And so I shelled out 40 bucks for this on eBay, believing it to be the only way you could get it on Blu-ray. And turns out I was wrong. And I found that out because I started to watch this and it looked like shit. It's really dark. It's got a blue tint to it. I was like, man, this is pretty awful. And I went on blu-ray.com and I started reading their review of it. And they said, oh, well, the Sony version looks superior. And I went, wait, what? And so, yeah, there's a Sony version. And it's still in print, still available, and it's 25 bucks on Amazon. So, and it looks a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to put this back up for sale on eBay. It's out of print and rare, but that doesn't mean I want to keep it when I have a superior version right here. I just want the movie. I didn't care that it was out of print. I just wanted the movie in my collection. So yeah, so I have two versions of Night of the Living Dead from 1990. I only need one to watch it. So yeah, that was my screw up of the month. Also from Amazon, new release came out earlier this month is the Tremors 7 movie collection with all 7 Tremors movies. This will be replacing my single copy of Tremors. I did not have any of these other ones on Blu-ray. I just had the original Tremors on Blu-ray. And other than Tremors 2 and the original, I hadn't seen any of these. I know they get progressively goofier as the series goes on, but I wanted to see them anyway. I love the first one, and I like the second one, and I'm willing to endure the progressive goofiness of the remaining 5. So, yeah. I know Kevin Bacon's only in the first one, and then you've got Fred Ward, I believe, is in the second one. From what I remember, it's been a while since I've seen the second one, but then Michael Gross sort of takes over from there, and Jamie Kennedy at some point steps up to the plate. But yeah, these are goofy giant monster movies that I kind of enjoy. Plugging a giant hole in my collection, one of my favorite movies from the 90s. I finally picked up a copy of Boogie Nights. Love this movie. I don't know why I didn't own a copy of it. P.T. Anderson's classic from 1997 with Burt Reynolds, of course, and Mark Wahlberg, and Julianne Moore, and oh, who else is in this? Don Cheadle, Heather Graham, Luis Guzman, or Guzman. Philip Seymour Hoffman, that's the one I was blanking on. But just a stellar movie. Really enjoy this one. And keeping with buying each progressive entry into the Film Masters collection, I got this one, which I'm really excited to see. It's Door to Door Maniac, starring Johnny Cash from 1961. It also includes Right Hand of the Devil. This is a new 4K transfer from the original 35mm archival elements. Also stars Donald Woods and Kay Forrester. I don't know anything about this movie, but Johnny Cash apparently plays a hardened criminal who is released from prison, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. This is sort of a weirdly written summary on the back. I don't know. It just looks interesting. It was originally released as 5 Minutes to Live, but I don't know. With a name like Door to Door Maniac and it stars Johnny Cash, that was enough to get me in the door. So, all right. A movie that I'm much more familiar with, that I had to get on 4K for no other reason than it exists, is Reptilicus. This was a childhood favorite. I love my giant monster movies. Even better that it's a schlocky giant monster movie, and even better that it's now in 4K when it looked like it was filmed on 16 millimeter to begin with. So I'm sure it's radically improved. This was put out by Vinegar Syndrome, starring nobody that anybody knows. This includes both the American version and the Danish language version, which does not include the crudely animated acid breath that was inserted for the American version. It also runs 95 minutes, where the American version runs 82 minutes long. And this is full of stock footage and just general badness. But I'm looking forward to rewatching this. I did a schlock cinema episode. I think I put it on this channel. I think I moved all the schlock cinemas onto this channel, so you can see that on the channel from my old channel. But yeah, you can see my review of that on this channel. And rounding out the Amazon pickups, one of my all-time favorite movies from Albert Brooks, also starring Debbie Reynolds. I picked up the 4K and Blu-ray combo edition from the Criterion Collection of Mother. Rounding out the Criterion Collection, I think this is all the Albert Brooks films of the Criterion Collection that I own. I think I have all of them. I have Defending Your Life, I have Lost in America, and I have this. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's all of the Albert Brooks films that are from the Criterion Collection. But yeah, I saw this with my mother, and I swear the two of us laughed till we cried. This movie is just hilarious. All right, limited number of Whatnot stuff from my my source, Elfster Cards, who sadly announced last night that he will not be continuing for a little while due to medical reasons. And I wish Elfster Cards the best of luck in his treatments. I'm not going to get into it because that's his personal story, but yeah, he will be off Whatnot for a little while. So while that's good for my wallet, it's bad for my heart, and I wish him all the best. But picked up from him, I picked up Splice, which I've seen, and this was kind of an odd movie with Adrian Brody and Sarah Polley. I haven't seen it in a while, so I wanted to rewatch it. New release, picked up Nicolas Cage in Arcadian. Have not seen this yet. Certified fresh from Rotten Tomatoes. I have seen this and really liked it, and don't know why it is not in my collection, so I picked it up. Sicario. I've not seen the second one, but I have seen this one. This is really good with Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, and Josh Brolin. Really, really good film. And this, I don't believe would stand up to that, but I'm interested to see it anyway. This is The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I've heard bad things about this one, but I wanted to see it anyway. Henry Cavill, and who else is in this? Lots of really small print names. Eliza Gonzalez, Alan Richson. Whoa, those are small. And not familiar names. Oh, Carrie Elways is in this, so very cool. It's a Guy Ritchie film. Also picked up the 4K of Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Saw this in theaters. Definitely the most overlooked film of the year in terms of box office. So now that it's available at home and on Max, please see this movie. It is well worth it. One that I missed in theaters and have not checked out yet is The Fall Guy with Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. I've heard nothing but good things about this from those who did see it. This also features the extended cut, which I'm not sure if I'll watch that one or not, but I've heard really good things about this. And then another probably underseen movie that was in theaters a couple of years ago that I highly recommend, although I can't vouch for the accuracy of the based on true events part of it. I do highly recommend it for it being a good movie, and that is The Woman King, starring Viola Davis. Who else is in this? John Boyega, Sheila Atim, Lashana Lynch, and I'm probably going to mangle this name, Thuzo Mbedo. Sorry if I'm mangling that. It says the gladiator of our time. Well, I saw Gladiator and it's still my time, so I don't know what that means, the gladiator of our time. I think it's still my time and I saw Gladiator, but it is very good. It does have great action in it, and it is a really solid plot. Very good, very rousing film, and wholeheartedly recommend The Woman King. All right. All right, that's it for Whatnot. The rest of these I picked up from Shout Factory, the Shout Select sale that they had at the beginning of the month. These are all movies, these are all sealed, and I think I've seen all of these. Yep. So I can vouch for all of them being good. First up is The Great Waldo Pepper, starring Robert Redford as a barnstormer in the 20s, or right after World War II, so it might not actually have been the 20s yet. This was directed by George Roy Hill. Also features Susan Sarandon and Margot Kidder. Music by Henry Mancini. I did a review of this on my excuse me, on my website, movieassault.com, if you're interested on my thoughts on this one. There is no video of the review, sorry. But that is a great movie. Excuse me. This is a film that I watched a really long time ago with an old girlfriend back in the early 90s, and remember really enjoying it, but I don't remember much about it. It was directed by Walter Hill. It has a great cast: Bill Paxton, Ice-T, William Sadler, and Ice Cube. But I really want to see it again because I don't remember what I liked about it. I just remember that I liked it, and it is called Trespass. I remember it takes place in like an abandoned building. The tagline is, "They all came to the wrong place at the wrong time." I literally don't remember anything about this other than the cast was great and the movie was great. I don't remember why, so I'm looking forward to watching this. I actually think I'm going to watch this today. Another classic with Michael Keaton and Terry Garr, Martin Mull, late great Martin Mull, Christopher Lloyd, and Gillian. It is Mr. Mom. This is from 85, I believe. 83. Man, I used to be able to remember years pretty well. Now I'm sort of close, but not quite close enough. Mr. Mom. I remember going to the movies to see this with my stepfather and my mom. This I remember watching with my dad at his apartment, and I remember really liking the first part of it. I thought it got a little goofy at the end, but still very good cast. Sort of quintessential 80s type movie, and that is Explorers, directed by Joe Dante, starring River Phoenix, Ethan Hawke, and who else is in this? Doesn't really say on the back here. But it does say visual effects by Industrial Light and Magic with special makeup effects by Rob Bottin. I thought there were 3 kids in this, but I guess it's just 2. Anyway, looking forward to watching this one again. I just remember really enjoying the first part of this, and then remembering the second half got kind of strange, but overall I really enjoyed this, so I wanted to see it again. And then last but definitely not least, this is an upgrade. I have the DVD of this. And this is a Spike Jonze film starring Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, and that is Adaptation. This played at my theater back in Austintown, Ohio. Really loved it. I do believe I have the poster for this in my poster collection, which is buried somewhere in my garage. But I loved this movie. Thought it was really, really funny, really good, as Spike Jonze movies tend to be. And this was written by Charlie Kaufman and Donald Kaufman. I just remember really, really liking this. This came out in 2002, and this is another film that I'm looking forward to rewatching. So there you go. That's everything I picked up in August. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, I appreciate your attention span. As always, if you subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, please do. Click the notification bell to be notified when another video drops. This is the point in the video where I tell you about Talking Movies with Sean and Kenny, our live stream / podcast. I guess it is a podcast if you listen to it in your car, or don't watch it. If you watch it, it's a live stream. If you don't watch it live, it's just a video. But anyway, you consume it. It is available on this channel or on the Talking Movies with Sean and Kenny channel, which I will put a link to below. At some point, I'm going to stop streaming it here and just stream it over there when we get enough subscribers on that channel. So please subscribe to that channel, as at some point it's going to be exclusive to that channel, but I'm trying to get it on its feet here. Anyway, we just had an excellent episode with Brandon from Cinefessions. We talked The Asylum, the independent movie studio that makes all those wonderful movies like Sharknado and The Twisters and Transmorphers, and you name a movie that's been released in the last 20 years, and it's probably been sort of ripped off by The Asylum and released directly to video. We did a 2-hour conversation about them. It was really good. Really happy to have him as a guest. We'll be honored to have him back. We are probably going to have more guests in the future, including Jim from Jim's Movie Channel. We had him the previous show. Sometimes it's just me and Kenny talking about stuff. If you're interested in being a guest, don't hesitate to drop us a line, and we would be honored to probably talk to you, as long as the topic is about movies. So yeah, anyway, this is the end of the video. This is where I stop talking, and I tell you how much I appreciate you, and thank you for watching. As always, take it easy.